talking about? Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Playoffs? Yeah, we're talking about playoffs. Round one to be exact. As always, good evening, beautiful people. Welcome to the postseason of Game Time, brought to you by Odessa Sonics. We have a plethora of games for you tonight. You'll see highlights from Midland Legacy's game against Pebble Hills. Permian drove up to El Paso to play Franklin, and we'll check in with the defending state champs in Balmer. But first, allow me to introduce y'all to the three stooges of West Texas. We got my boy Mason Storrs, Jonathan Palasic, and the kit to my cat, Alex Camerata. He's at that Midland Legacy game I was talking about earlier. And Alex, the Rebels have been sizzling all season long. Did they keep the hot streak alive tonight?
Corey, you know they kept the hot streak alive. Another win, another dub for the Rebs. It was more of the same on the game script for Midland Legacy. The offense was rolling, scoring a ton of points, and give credit to the defense. They forced some turnovers, sacks, and they were just swarming. This team is really, really good, and they're here for a reason. And with that, why don't we take a look at that first half highlights? Midland Legacy and El Paso, Pebble Hills, starting off the postseason in a bi-district contest. That high-flying Rebel offense was going to work early. Marcos Davila uncorks a bomb to his big wideout, Chris Brazel, to set Legacy up in the red zone. A few plays later, Davila caps off the drive with another one for Brazel, this time 12 yards into the end zone for the first score of the game. The defense came to play tonight, too. Defensive back Damian Johnson picks this one off for LHS at their own 36-yard line. After the pick, the Rebs on the doorstep, and Davila runs the read option and walks it on in for an easy touchdown run to make it 15-zip Legacy. News West 9's Athlete of the Week, McKylan Young, running the Wildcat, taking the direct snap on a 4-yard run to push the lead to 23-0. Let's hear from Addison Akbar after the horn. For you, that touchdown was kind of that knockout punch. What'd you see on that play, and kind of take me through that?
Oh, well, okay, originally it was like I was supposed to run it out, but CB or Chris, he got caught up, so I just railed it up, and it just worked out.
Corey, this team is primed for a deep playoff run. They now move on to the area round next week against South Lake Carroll, who defeated North Crowley tonight. That game will be in Arlington at Globe Life Ballpark, so that is going to be a huge game and a tough one, probably the toughest of the season for the Rebels. But hey, if there's any team that can do it against South Lake, it's these Midland Legacy Rebels. Your final tonight, 43-22. Legacy moves on. Corey, back to you.
Thank you, Alex. Yeah, you better get that popcorn ready. I like kettle corn, by the way. Okay, time to hit the city. Denver City, that is. That's where Wink took on Sudan, and the Wildcats were trying to get out that cold with a goal ball as soon as possible. Brandon Peters struck blood first with that run. Then quarterback Cannon Gibson, well, he'll make the executive decision to change his position to running back on this play. The dude doesn't even get touched before frolicking into the end zone from 40 yards out. Oh, and by the way, that was on 3rd and long. This wasn't long, though. Cannon will zip a pass to his big body receiver, Jordan Talley, as they cruise the victory. And I'm joined by one of the captains on the squad, Mac Payne. All right, Mac, I see that they turned the lights off on y'all behind you. So first things first, though, nothing gets done without the big men up front. So you tell me, how is this offense so dominant?
It's all the work that we put in up front, all big five guys up there. I mean, we just go to work every single day and we grind it out. And I mean, it's a friendship that we have, a love and a bond, even though we hate each other sometimes. We stick together and we get it done.
It's a hate-love relationship. I love that. Now, Mac, I know y'all did lose a former teammate earlier this week to a tragic car accident. Was that something y'all wanted to do tonight, was play for Wade?
Yes, sir. His nickname was Golden Boy, so yeah, as we all know, the ball's golden, right? So we got one in honor of him, and I pray for his family.
Yeah, as always, praying for you as well and the team. I know it's a tragic loss, and more ice. Oh, hey, whoever did that is so tragic, bro. That's messed up. He's just doing an interview, okay? Thank you so much,
It's Coach Gibson.
Mac.
I think I'm going to quit. You might not see 60 anymore.
They need you, Mac. You can't quit, bro. You can't quit. Not in the middle of playoffs. Good luck, man. Good luck next week. Get you another gold ball, baby. Okay, let me go ahead and stretch before I come over here, before I pull a hammy. All right, J-Po, I'm coming, Jonathan. All right, my boy Jonathan was out covering Rankin versus Fort Davis. Now, Jonathan, I heard Rankin showed no mercy tonight.
No mercy indeed, although it didn't start out that way, as Fort Davis was able to hang with Rankin throughout the first quarter. They only trailed by 10 at the end of one. And with that, let's go ahead and take a look at some of those highlights. It's the first round of playoffs here in Texas, and the Rankin Red Devils are taking on the Fort Davis Indians here in Garden City. Fort Davis wins the toss and the football, and it's Blake Rubio scrambling around and throws one across his body, but finds a wide open Elian Treviso for an early lead. Now it's Rankin, the pitch to Braxton Kirkland, and he skates around defenders from about 12 yards out and ties this game up at 8. Rankin again from 1 yard out, and it's Kirkland again. He muscles this one into the end zone, giving the Red Devils their first lead. Fort Davis with the answer. Isaac Ramos rolls right, and it's another wide open touchdown for Elian Treviso, keeping the Indians close. Rankin now, the pitch to Kirkland, and he's gonna throw it this time. Hits Richie Escajeda in stride for about 38 yards and the touchdown. Let's hear from Coach after the game. Well, I'm here with the Rankin head coach, Coach Garrett Avalos. And Coach, congratulations on the victory tonight. Just tell me about tonight's win.
Man, it felt great to come out and get another gold ball in a bi-district championship. Hats off to Fort Davis. They've had a great season. They got a lot of young guys on their roster. I think they're going to be pretty good in the next few years. But, I was really happy with our performance. I thought we came out a little slow, and Fort Davis did a few things to score on us early, but our guys settled in pretty nicely and finished it. So.
And it was that second quarter that made all the difference. Rankin was able to shift to another gear offensively and pull away from Fort Davis and ultimately end this game at halftime. Your final here tonight in Garden City, Rankin 77, Fort Davis 30. Corey, back to you.
Thank you, Jonathan. Rankin's looking nice, man. Road to Jerry World. And most people, they would drive to El Paso, but Permian's Rodney Hall chose to fly through the air. He would drop a golden ticket to wideout Jaquan Richardson, who then spins around like a ballerina in a music box. And I'll go out on a limb and say one of Jaquan's favorite songs must be For the Gang, because that's how many touchdowns he scored tonight. And here's the third one. And now that I think about it, I said he was a wideout, but these past two plays say otherwise. Jaquan takes a shot getting into the end zone, but your boy had on a bulletproof vest. It's looking like Mojo will add another gold ball to the trophy case as they're up big in the fourth quarter. Time to check in on the reigning state champion Balmer Bears. They traveled to Rankin to take on Blackwell. And before the game, one of the stadium lights went out, but that didn't stop this Bears defense from shining bright. Aiden Mata recovered that loose ball, setting up the smooth operator Tomas Contreras for an easy TD to get the Bears on the board. They would double their lead, though, after Alex Mata takes the ball away like a bully on a playground, but his reign of terror wasn't done yet. Mata picks up the phone and dials a house call for the pick six. Mind you, this all happened in the first 5 minutes of the game. Bears mercy rule Blackwell 60-40. Hey, look, they're the reigning state champs for a reason, people. Okay, let me give you the tea on what's coming up. You just saw Balmer bully Blackwell. After the break, we'll catch up with Mason and McCamey, then see if the Golden Cranes flew over the competition. Of course, y'all know I got to give y'all 4 plays in 30 seconds, then end this bad boy with our top play nominees from this week. Stick with us, baby.
I want it all. Fight to the finish. And don't make you fall. Go back to beginning. You never seen this. Game is the meanest. You watch on your phone now. Can't wait till they stream this. And they watch it.
Welcome back, good people of West Texas. Now, there's not much time to chit-chat, so let's get straight to business. We got Mason with McCamey tonight. He watched the Badgers last week, but it looks like they played even better this week. Right, Mason?
Corey, you're right. These guys just keep getting better. But the best part about the whole thing is that this is only round 1 of playoffs. And if the Badgers keep playing the way that they have been, there could be plenty of football left in store for them. Let's take a look at those first half highlights. Tonight's playoff battle for survival would feature McCamey and Ropes. McCamey would hit first, defensive bodies all on the ground, and Matthew Rosas plays a little leapfrog for the touchdown. The Badgers would keep on swinging. Nano Rodriguez slings the ball out, and Braden Fuentes shows off his hops to come down with this thing. That's when the boys on the Eagles defense earn themselves a little love. Rodriguez with the long pass, and number 8, Branson Beck, disrupts things a little with an interception. But the Badgers defense said, hey, that was pretty cool, and got one of their own. Matthew Rosas separates from a block and swipes this thing. Let's see how the first round win went from a player's perspective. All right, so tonight's win was such a big one, but these opponents are just going to keep getting better the further y'all get into playoffs. What do you think is going to be the key to keeping these wins coming throughout playoffs?
Well, we just got to keep getting better each day. We got to get better each day and wake up in the morning, fresh new day, watch film, study what we got to do, study our assignments, and we know what the teams are going to be better, so we got to be ready, and we got to do better than them, so we got to come out on top.
So you heard it right there. Big win for the guys tonight, but there is plenty of hard work for them moving forward. Corey, it'll be fun to see what these guys do moving forward.
Yeah, that's for sure, Mason. McCamey's nice, all right? So keep a lookout for them. District champ, where you at? Okay, there you go. Crane got a gold ball after the regular season, and they were looking for another one tonight. And here's a quick tip. Don't just throw the ball up if Jackson Willis is in the vicinity. The QB/safety/metahuman gets the turnover. And I don't have enough names for this dude. He's just a GOAT. Don't believe me? Watch this play. Sorry, I was speechless for a second. Jackson will take this mug all the way down to the red zone. And since he got it that far, I say you might as well just finish it off, right? See, great minds just think alike. Jackson gives Crane the lead, but they wouldn't be able to keep it, losing this one by 1 point. Man, what a heartbreaker to end the season. We got more highlights after the break.
that's what we ready for. War. Tell them that's what we ready for. War. Bringing that to competitors. Till we see the confetti fall, be ready for war. Tell them that's what we ready for.
We had a ton of games last night around the basin, but this score right here was historical. Stanton defeated the number 3 ranked team in the state 39-34. But check this, Stanton came in 4-6, and according to Dave Campbell, they were 47-point underdogs. 47, bro, that's crazy. But you know what? Now that I think about it, nothing's crazy when it comes to Texas high school football. All right, let's check out some more games that happened last night. Now, we had a wide range, okay? There were blowouts and nail biters. I had to get a manicure because I was biting my nails all night. And now I'm nervous again because it's time for 4 plays in 30 seconds. So let's take a look at those games from Anoche. Up first, Chino Navarrete says, you got to be quicker than that. Faking the pitch, then scoring 6 for a Monahan's victory. 6-man football is wild, and here's a play to confirm that. Bryce Verdell snags a toss back as Van Horn squeaks by Garden City by 1 point. Unfortunate night for Big Spring, though, as starting QB Gabe Baeza hurt his ankle, and he wouldn't return in their loss, ending their season. For Andrews, senior Brock Tijerina goes, whoop, right over the defender. Mustangs slap around Fabens, 73-0. And I didn't know if Andrews was playing basketball or football with that score. Top play nominees up next, baby. Let's get it.
Job ain't done, are you ready to ball? Go war. Tell them that's what we ready for. War. Tell them that's what we ready for. War.
Time on News West Side. Go Mustangs!
Tell them that's what we ready for. War.
It's time for everyone's favorite segment, top plays. All right, roll the tape. Let's get it. Brock Tijerina, you're up first, buddy. Andrews, you just saw it. Whoop! Ooh, we put it in slow motion for you just to be nice. That was nasty, Brock. All right, next up, Chris Brazel. You know, you also get a little slow motion action. He snags over the defender, and he has to be like 7'2", 7'3". I'm joking. He's probably like 6'6", but that's a big dude right there. And lastly, Jamarcus Pickens. Does he get in? 1 foot with the slide, he gets 2. If that was the NFL who get in, that's a tremendous catch by the Monahan's receiver. Remember, folks, to vote, just go to my Twitter page, and I'll have a poll ready for you tomorrow until Tuesday at midnight. Now, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this is our last official show of the season. I know, don't cry, don't cry. Hope you loved every second of it. I just want to say thank y'all for letting me inside your homes on Friday nights for this long. I'm honestly surprised you haven't got tired of me yet, but okay. I love y'all, man. Jesus loves you as well, and I pray you have a safe weekend.
I want it all. Fight to the finish. And don't make you fall. Go back to beginning. You never seen this.